Superintendent Michael Jones. Michael, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon. Glad to be with you.
You know, a lot of stuff right now going on with the lottery, and, not a better time to kind of get in a game, so to speak.
Well, the lottery is, we've taken on a whole sort of new way of looking at things. So we're promoting things that never used to be promoted because I think they're so important to prove to people that the lottery is what a lottery is all about. You risk a small amount of money against long odds with the net proceeds going to something hopefully you support. And that's why we're promoting things like our new special games, including this new game where all the proceeds go to breast cancer research.
And a great, absolutely great organization, group, and opportunity there. I got to ask you, though, up front, before we get into this, how many games is there in the Illinois Lottery right now that you guys have?
Well, we have our games you buy from terminals, which are always on sale, Mega Millions and Powerball and Lotto and Daily Game and Pick 4 and the newly named Lucky Day Lotto. And then we have usually around 35 to 40 instant games on sale at any one time. So there's a whole category of games that you buy, scratch off immediately, and find out whether you've won or lost. And then there's a category of games that you wait for a drawing to take place and find out if you've matched the numbers in the drawing.
I was very pleased to see you put a Cardinal logo on one of those games, and I'm going to give you credit there. And but I haven't won a thing yet, so it is what it is.
That's a funny story because it was what's called a branded game concept. Some people came to us and said we have the rights to do these baseball games, and they showed us some tickets, and the tickets were just really ugly. And so I turned to our new advertising agency, Downtown Partners, and said, "Hey, listen, how can you design an ugly baseball ticket?" And they said, "Well, I don't know." No, and I said, "Well, why don't you try?" And they came up with those beautiful designs for both the Cardinals, the Cubs, and the Sox. And man, I hear from people all over the state that they really like them. They like how they look. Some people buy them as collectibles, and it's just interesting that maybe for the first time ever, people could win season tickets or a chance to go to the World Series.
Listen, I'm just buying one so I get an opportunity to win.
Well, think about what you could win.
Amen.
You can also qualify, though. You can qualify to go to the World Series this year, no matter where it is. Maybe it'll be your beloved Cardinals. Oh,
that would be a really cool thing. Listen, as we talk about, the games, obviously, coming up with games that benefit, causes or benefit organizations, especially like breast cancer, those are big things, too, and the lottery's done quite a bit of that over the years.
Well, we've always had them. We never promoted them. When I became Lottery Superintendent again in October, we were just launching a game called Veterans Cash, where all of the money goes to programs that help veterans in Illinois. And I just thought this is just a wonderful thing. This is what lotteries are all about. And if people become aware of the lottery through this kind of game, perhaps they'll play other games as well. And we have 4 of them, and they've all been legislatively mandated. And I've pushed them very hard. The one for the veterans, the one that's on sale right now, which all the benefits go to breast cancer research. We just finished up one. Some tickets are still on sale where all the profits went to multiple sclerosis research, and we'll be coming up with a game soon which is dedicated to AIDS prevention in Illinois. So these things are very visceral. I mean, they grab you. With the lottery, the odds being what the lottery are, most people lose sometimes, and
I lose a lot.
Yeah, well, I lost a lot too when I could play, but at least I believe now that the money that I'm paying for the ticket goes to something that I can say that I really am affected by. And it's really surprising, Scott, when you are in a room with like 100 people and you take any one of these games. Let's just take the breast cancer game and say, we have this ticket for the cure. The money goes to breast cancer research. How many people here know someone who's been affected by breast cancer in your family or friends? And everybody stands up. These games have proceeds going to something that really affect everybody in the state.
There is a huge connection there, and you're absolutely right. And that's one of the things that I like by doing these type of games is simply I know that if I don't win, I know the money's heading in the right direction to help out a great organization out there.
Yeah, and that's not to say, like, we have an enormous Powerball jackpot for tomorrow night, $205 million jackpot. And all the money that is spent buying Powerball tickets goes to schools and goes to bridges and roads. So those are the traditional things that the lottery in Illinois has supported, and then underneath that we have these individual games. And I think combining that message, letting people understand and know what we're doing, is how you're going to get what a lottery should be all about, which is everybody playing a little bit, not the same people playing a lot.
Do you have an inside line on the numbers for tomorrow? Just between us.
I do, but you have to actually pat me on the head for me to be able to. No, I have no insight. That's one of the, again, Scott, you raised a really good point, which is an important point about lotteries, which is that it makes no difference who you know, where you went to school, what you do for a living. You have an equal chance to win the prize. So all of our drawings are random, and I think that's one of the proud things about all lotteries is that prizes are awarded randomly, and all you need is luck.
Well, all you got to do is play, too. That's the other thing.
Yeah, you have to buy a ticket.
Yep.
So I urge everybody to go out and buy a Powerball ticket, at the same time buy a ticket for the Cure ticket.
Well, I think it's going to be a great run with this, and I tell you what, we'll encourage folks to get out and help support this because we're coming up on a lot of events in our community, of course, that are going to be benefiting cancer. And here's just one more way that you can get involved. And of course, a lot of folks know with me that cancer and cancer prevention big in my life and in my heart. So
yeah, and if you go to a lottery retailer and they're out of tickets or you don't see a Caroline Adams ticket for the Cure ticket on display, please let us know and we'll get the tickets there right away.
Outstanding. Well, listen, Michael, I appreciate you giving up some of your noon hour to come and join us and appreciate getting a little info on the lottery today.
Well, I must tell you that when people ask me about numbers, it's nothing like the week of the $656 million grand prize. I think my head was actually padded so much I have a bald spot now.
All right, my friend. Have a great weekend.
Great. Thanks, Scott.
All right. Bye-bye.
Right, bye-bye.
450-8255 is our phone number. It's 1214 here on the News and Talk of Decatur, Talk 101 FM. And, of course, that was Michael Johnson, Jones, that is. He is the superintendent of the Illinois Lottery, talking about some of the games that are coming up and a lot of cause games are coming out that folks, if you want to get out and support like breast cancer or other causes, you might want to be paying special attention to that stuff because that's going to be moving up onto the roadway here pretty quick. 12:14, let's take a look at our 5-day forecast.